Hello and welcome to my awesome health journey. And wow, it is messy in my background. You can see my shame. Anyways, today is my weekly update, and yeah, and a kind of a surprise, kinda. Well, I was thinking today how I was stiff. My hips were so stiff, my body felt worn out, and because that was a 5 workout week. And then I came to a thought. No, today's a 6 workout week. Yes, I worked out 6 times this week because on Wednesday I tried yoga. So there is this yoga studio that is really close. It's by the it's by the crappy Safeway, as I like to call it. There's this really small Safeway that I really only shop there when I absolutely have to, because it's generally out of baked chicken on Cheap Chicken Mondays, and it just doesn't have that good a selection. It's just really tiny. It's also how I drive home when I come home from Orange Theory, and I've been watching this yoga studio be built, and it finally got built, and they're having this sale for the first month is $50. And so I said, what the heck, I'll do it. And at a time that I can do, they have this, I'm able to do this thing called flow yoga, which is the one thing I want to do, especially for my body. And I can tell you from my first yoga experience is that I did not like it. I hated it. Every moment was pain and torture. But at the same time, I know it was good pain in the sense of, I think there's 3 types of pain. There's good pain, which is pain of pushing your body to a certain extent and knowing that it's going to help. Like, the final rep on a bench or pushing yourself on the final push. That exhaustion pain that is going to make yourself better because you're pushing yourself in a safe way. Then there is bad pain, which is, if I continue to do this, I'm going to hurt something. Like a couple times or it stops you because, it's like a sharp pain. Like sometimes when I'm not wearing my brace, with my ankle, I know if I push my ankle, I might pop. I might hear a pop and things would be bad. Or my hamstring, I had a hamstring pain that I felt if I continue to push myself, it's going to pull. And that's going to hurt. That's a very bad pain. Then there is this pain really sucks pain. That, where it's like my ankle pain now. This pain really sucks, but with my brace, I can get through it. My knees hurt. My knees always hurt. This pain really sucks. My hips are stiff. That pain really sucks. I know that, yes, if I work out, lose weight, that this pain will go away. It's the difference between positive pain and this really sucks pain. Is positive pain, I know that this pain I'm going to improve as a person. Because I did that pain, my body's going to rebuild and I'm going to get stronger. I'm building some strength and building maybe some more endurance. I'm going to probably get a little better, maybe not as better as I was when I was younger, but even at my older age, this can improve my function. The other pain just sucks, where the whole goal is kind of to get rid of it. Like arthritis pain. I heard it's mitigated a little bit by working it out. Or just the stiffness pain. And yoga was so much of that this really sucks pain. And I don't like doing things I'm not good at. That's been something I felt hold myself back a lot in my life, is not doing the hard things that I'm not very good at. And yoga, I was not good. I had to take a lot of breaks. Every time I had to be on all four of my knees hurt. Partly because of weight. Because just pain and my knees are generally kind of in pain. And also on my left knee, I have this inflammation. The doctor explained it's like one of my lubrication sacs is inflamed, and it hurts. It hurts a lot. But it only hurts if I'm all fours and heavy. Like if I remember being like 212 when I was in high school, it didn't really hurt very much when I was all knee, or if I'm squatting like 400 pounds. So I wasn't I kind of wanted to get it fixed, but I didn't want to get it fixed more than the anxiety of getting it fixed. And my dad probably was using this as a way to teach myself something when I tried to set up a meeting about it, when I finally got the courage to talk about this pain. Because I don't know why I was really weird about pain in high school. It was bringing attention to myself, and I hated bringing attention to myself. Anxiety sucks. But to mitigate this pain, I did buy this pad. It's made for gardening for old people, and it's really thick. I tested it out yesterday when I got it. I wish it was thick, longer. If it was just longer, it would be better, especially when I have to go on all fours. But honestly, if I just need it on my left knee, which has this pain, but I guess I can talk to a doctor, maybe get that shot if that shot helps. I don't know. Maybe that probably wouldn't do it anyways. I'm too old. But that should help that out. Also, anything that has to do with my hips is really hard because my hips are stiff because, you know, I sit all day. And I know I know I need to get my hips. And the thing is, I've learned from myself, and I thought about it after while doing yoga at the classes. I've done like yoga tapes at home, or I don't know why I say tapes, or CDs are on YouTube, or DVDs are on YouTube. But I know from my history, every time I was most successful working out is either when I did step classes at Bally's, or I did CrossFit, or now Orange Theory. It's just going out and doing class is what helps me. And so I'm going to at least until August 6th is when I'm going to make my decision on yoga. I'm going to do yoga once a week. I've been doing some online Googling. Is like once a week yoga helpful? And of course, just like anything online, there's a lot of opinions. But the opinion that I think stuck with me the most is yoga once a week is better than no yoga. And that, you know, maybe in like 2 months I won't see a big difference, but in like 4 months I'll see a bigger difference. You know, it won't be as fast as change, but you know, combination of Orange Theory and then supplementing with like one yoga class I think will be helpful, especially with the hips, and also just arm strength of keeping this big ass body up on like cat cow and downward dog and all those things. And but it's mostly the hip things where you put your hips behind your leg. Oh man, that sucks. But at the same time, it's just, yeah, it sucks. Being 370 something pounds. Plus there's mirrors everywhere. One thing I like about Orange Theory is most of my mirrors are forward, and like, I don't look that bad on forward. Look at that. I have these nice broad shoulders. I can see some chest. It's really easy to cover or like not pay attention to my man boobs. And my stomach, just, you know, it's hard to see three-dimensional, but look at the side, especially when I'm sitting down and my stomach's out and it's like, oh man, I really see that I'm 370 something pounds. That sucks. Blah, blah, blah. So there's that to deal with. So many mental aspects of life. But yeah, I'm going to keep on going. So yes, I worked out 6 times this week technically. I'm looking forward to my day off, but yeah. I'm going to stick to it because I know it's going to be good for me. And sometimes in life, I have to do what's good for me, and it doesn't matter if I like it or not. I'll be honest, I hated Orange Theory when I first got there. The nice people really helped me get through that hate, but I also knew it was going to be good for me. And if I could stick with it for 500 workouts, I'm going to be a lot better. And I am. And if by next year, if I do a year of yoga, of going to yoga classes, I might not be head and shoulders better than I am right now, but I will be better. My hips will be less stiff. My arms will be a little stronger, and I'll have a little bit of stronger core. I'll just be better. And I think that's the important things to look at, is looking at the results I want rather than the part that I hate, which is not being good at it, because I hate not being good at things. So yeah, that's starting my yoga journey maybe. I guess I'll tell you in about a month if I decide to really stick with it. So that's what's going on. So I love you for who you are. Thank you so much for watching my videos, and I appreciate you. And as always, you are worthy.